but I'd like my journey to be a great journey, full of
Because life is a journey.
Right, and full of fascinating people. That's my big thing now, meeting fascinating people and feeling the love that they have for you. That's just a wonderful thing
Well,
to
you're
me.
a gorgeous, fascinating person.
Well, so are you. Thank
and
you
you're
very
stylish.
much.
And we met and fell in love, you and Raul, in a loving, friendly relationship with our hearts.
Right.
And I think that's so beautiful. That's something I treasure. And thank you so much. But it's just, life is a journey.
Yeah.
It's a path that and you have to gain so much from it. And I have been blessed, because you gave me this chance for this wonderful interview, to be able to bring all the positive things. And yes, you go through heartache, you know, when things happen, which are devastating, but it's like a piece of elastic. I ping back very quickly. So I'm blessed. Thank you, Lord in heaven.
It was so amusing, everyone. When I first met Jamie, I was at the Rose Breast Cancer Society, a charity event, and I was supposed to be reporting. But that day, I just could not feel it. So I said, I saw Jamie, and I was listening to her speak. I thought, you know what, I'm going to ask her to do this for me. So I put the microphone in her hand, and she did a wonderful job. And I want to ask you, what did you think of that? How did you feel when you got home? Were you nervous when you were talking? Because when we got home and we looked at the footage, she was just beautiful, and the voice, I'm like, oh my God. How was that for you?
Well, it was a wonderful experience, because it was my first time, and this is actually like my life, Kurt. I just seem to blend in. You know, sometimes I amaze myself and think, especially after that day at the Celebrity Center, I thought when I got home, I thought, great Scott, that was wonderful. You know, and it amazes me, but yet I'm so used to fitting in somehow. I mean, I treat all of it as a beautiful blessing. So I don't take it in a flippant way. I take it very seriously, and a very beautiful experience in everything I do. I loved it.
I tell people all the time, I love this city. I really do. When I was a little boy, I've always wanted to live in Los Angeles and Hollywood and be a part of the creative process and meet creative people. What do you think of Hollywood and West Hollywood in this area? Do you feel that spark like when you were a little girl and you used to see movies, and now you live here and you're part of this magical land that legends have walked upon? You know, and then here you are on television, here I am, and you start thinking to yourself, wow, you just never know how life is going to end.
No, you don't.
So what do you think of Hollywood?
Well, you know, first of all, here am I in America. I never thought to begin with that, you know, because I really came to take Mummy back, so that's a big experience. So, and I've traveled extensively all over the country, but my experience here in Hollywood, it's really very different. I've never been involved or too much for show business. Well, actually none at all. I mean, I love the good films, Greer Garson, Walter Pidgeon, and the lovely BBC shows. So I've never really thought of Hollywood and West Hollywood as, you know, as an awesome place, but it is. But I can see it through other people's eyes who really see the show business and the entertainment side of it. I can really see how breathtaking it is, because when I come here and I see the buses and the people who dress, you can tell they're from all parts of farm countries and countries all over the world, and you know, Chinese, Asia, all the people come to see this wonderful well, show business world.
When you were modeling, did you come to Hollywood at any time? When you modeled?
No, I didn't. No, it was all
abroad.
Yes, it was. Yes. No, this was just, I came for my mother's sake, and that's how it all started. No, I never thought of coming to America at all. I mean, it's a wonderful experience, and but I've made the best of it, and I've taken advantage and worked very hard. So anyone who listens to this, if you work hard and you keep loyal and faithful and honorable and have your faith, you can go wherever you want to go.
You know, that was my immediate connection with Jamie, was the fact that her mother passed away and my mother passed away too when I was a young man. And I remember her telling me that life goes on and that one day my day would come and that I would hope to handle with as much dignity as she had. And that was my connection that I felt with you, because the mere fact that I took care of because I took care of my mother towards the end of her life, and it was very hard, but in another sense it was very rewarding, because my life has been so blessed ever since that day. It just brought, it's just like a wave of blessings just came upon me.
Indeed.
I'm not saying that my life has not had its moments, because it does have its moments. Because meeting people like you that turns on the light in my life when it's dark and it's dim. Because I had a conversation recently with Jamie, and I was saying to her that I just didn't know if I could go on, because it just seemed so hard. And she talked to me, and she says, "You keep going." And then I listened to her story. I'm like, oh, my story is nowhere near as bad as hers.
I remember that very well. We spoke for a long time, but you touched me because you're a devoted son, and anybody who has a devotion for their mother and father is really a wonderful experience to know that person, because it's a lot of hard work. It doesn't come. You give your heart and soul, and as a matter of fact, Kurt, you will probably see the understanding of this. When my mummy went to heaven, the doctors, there were 4 who took care of her all the time, they said to me, they said, "Well, you know, Shamie, now you can think about you." And I thought, what are they talking about? Think about me? So you don't think about you. You come like 9th on the list, and you don't realize until later on, because you put all into this person. So we really are blessed, and I think to hear you devoted to your mummy, I think it's very beautiful, darling.
Well, you know, to me it's always been interesting that how we come into this world as little babies, and our parents take care of us.
Yes.
But if we live long enough, it turns around, and we have to take care of them. And I think sometimes that that's the most moving thing to me, to have that, to go full circle, and my mom to take care of me, and then before she leaves, I have to take care of her. I just think that is just fast, and God is just amazing with things like that.
Yes, but we're good children to do that.
Yeah, we sure
really are, and I think, you know, there's a blessing. And to me, it was as now I sit and fold my story, because my sister abandoned my mother, and here am I, didn't even have the legal rights to live here. I didn't know about green card and immigration, and they said that we're going to deport you. I didn't know what they were talking about. I've never even had a bad check in my life.
Wow.
You know, so, but I got everything to work in an honorable way. And if you do that, work hard with honor, integrity, and faith, then all is well. You don't think of it at the time. But at the end of the day, or the end of the week, or the month, or the year, when you take inventory of what you've done, it really is a wonderful feeling.
So what pulled you out of those dark moments? Those dark moments when you were here all by yourself, your mom's gone, you don't know what you're going to do. Is it your faith? Is that what pulled you out of it and said, keep going? This is all going to work out?
I'm one of those people. I just won't give in. Oh yes, I'm hurt. And even though I'm tall and sophisticated, I'm very sensitive. But I have this inner battery or something that really sparks and keeps me going, because I'm just going to live and survive well. And as I, you know, in those papers, or how I introduce myself, I'm a devoted daughter and a survivor. And I'm blessed because, and I'm also very strong, because I've inherited that strength. I've inherited certain things from my parents. About my father was a stickler for honor, paying your bills. And Mummy had her sweet honor of integrity and honor, and we never argued. So, you know, I had everything in my favor. But in the dark moments, my faith really, the light shone and came through.
Oh, that's great. Well, it's time to go. And I want to thank Jamie, and please look out for her book, Homeless, Glamorous, and Fearless, by Jamie Alexander. Jamie, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. And I love you, and thank you for your kind words. And I want to thank everyone for watching, and look out for more shows from RK Entertainment. I want to thank the CEO of RK Entertainment, Raul Alonso, for his tireless work and for his patience with me. Jamie, thank you. I love you very, very much.
Oh, I do.
And after we get off the camera, give her a big kiss for everybody. Thank you, everyone, for watching.
Thank you, darling.